Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we have major insight from Hearthstone developers about what I think are going to be major changes coming to the game in a good way sooner than later. We're going to go over that, as well as I want to remind you guys, of course, we have our giveaway celebrating 48,000 subscribers, $100 out of my pocket of packs, plus 3 Leroy bundles. All you have to do is like and comment the video in the description below, as well as subscribe to the channel. And we are only already 700 subscribers away from 49,000. And we are going to do another giveaway at 49K. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. There's never been a better time, as I'm giving away stuff at a ridiculous rate until we hit 50,000, where we'll have our biggest giveaway yet at 50,000. Anyways, what am I talking about big changes? Well, Ixar held his AMA just a couple of days ago, and the more I thought about his replies, typically I don't cover this that intently because it's very fluffy. It's very just whatever. Not a lot of substance comes from it. However, there was responses to multiple questions that really just sound the alarm bells to me that they're talking about stuff behind the scenes. There are things in motion. Things are going to be happening, and I think they're all very significant for several modes, not just one or two. I think 3 modes in particular are going to see significant improvements, and I think are going to be very important and very telling. So the first question I'm alluding to is actually one I asked. I know there was talk of adding next Rams to Classic at rotation this year, which obviously did not happen. Has adding expansions to Classic been taken off the table, or is it something that can still happen? Basically, in a prior MMA, Ixar had said that maybe they would consider adding next Rams once the rotation happened this year. It didn't happen. So he did respond. He responded with, "We want to do something with Classic, just not sure what. Matt London and team have some ideas, just not ready to disclose yet. There wasn't a lot of play in Classic after the first couple of weeks, so drop off was very quick," they've noted. Worried that just adding 30 cards is not a compelling option. Want to think bigger, so bigger than just Naxxramas. A lot of what I say in AMAs is just discussion or philosophy on how we think of things. In this case, there is a team of people working on potential solutions as a main priority. There's also asked in another question that basically is a similar thing. Can you share something about Classic that they'll either add next or replace with a mode that does format rotation? So this is the big thing for me. This is the big thing. He's basically, by saying they're worried about Nax not being in big enough impact, which, by the way, I agree. I think some people will come back to play Nax, very few, and they'll stop within a couple of weeks. Format rotation would be such an amazingly cool thing to do. It's kind of like a pseudo tournament mode, kind of, in customization options, where if they every month, let's say they would just have a different meta, you could go back and relive the Angora meta or the Old Gods meta or something like that. You could make an event of it. You could just do so many different things. From the financial side of things, they could just promote, you know what, we'll sell Angoro packs for Angoro months at a discount or bundles or something. There is so much coolness to that, and I think that is exactly what Classic mode should be. I don't think it should just be straight up Classic every month, because that gets boring quickly. You can relive Classic every once in a while, set it to be Classic month or GVG month or whatever. That would be great. Or you could even sell format rotation pass, where you pay for a yearly pass and you get access to the cards that are in the Classic format or the format rotation mode. And I think the fact that Matt London, and if you're not aware, he's kind of in charge now of the arena mode, wild mode, he's the modes guy. He's one of the guys really working on that. Even says modes design lead. They've already done stuff for arena. They banned the beast eating minion, and he's already asked other questions about wild. I know he was a big part of getting Kael'thas and switcheroo change for wild. I feel like there's validity to this, and I think a rotating format would go way above and beyond what next Ramus could be, or adding GVG. Just adding those one little expansion drops, I just don't think would make an impact, but having every month be a different format, I think would be great. And I think that's something that we realistically could see happen. But again, it is a bit of speculation, but I really feel like that is the way that we will go. However, it wasn't just this. It wasn't just about Classic. Wild was kind of hinted at as well, as this question was asked of. This question wasn't answered in previous AMAs. So if this isn't the place for it, just let me know. But I'd be eager to hear more about the design process for wild focus cards, Grizzle, Wizard, and Marauder. I don't think they're wild focus cards, by the way. They just happen to be better in wild, but that's the way it works. So he says, we rarely design cards ever for wild. Sometimes there are concepts that we know will be more interesting in wild than they are in standard, but we don't address problems in wild through new card design yet. That means something's coming. He's not going to say that without something. And we have Matt, again, the modes guy. You know, they're planning, they're scheming something. So wild looks like it's going to get some major support in either its own cards or a design process that'll allow for cards to be preemptively or quicker, fixed quicker in wild. Really, I have no idea what this can mean, but I think it could be a game changer for wild, because well, wild is always like this last expansion. It sucked so much. The first couple of weeks, we were all left out of wild. You couldn't play it really unless you're just messing around with Kael'thas or Switcheroo. So if they can implement something that will allow for them to address problems in wild through card design, I cannot wait to see what that is. I'd love to hear you guys what you guys think it could be. I have absolutely no idea, but there is something in plan. They would not be doing this type of hinting, and we might see it as soon as, I don't know, the next expansion, next rotation, I don't know, but it's just something to think about, and it's something really cool. And the last major change that I think could be happening alludes to Arena, which is a mode that has felt pretty much abandoned. But somebody asked basically how many wins in Arena does Ixar has. He's been talking about playing Arena. Said 3,000 or something, I guess, but Somber Cora, one of the devs on the team, has significantly more. They go over it, and she shows 7,700 there. But the big thing to this isn't so much the wins. Response by Matt London. Matt London responds with, "This is why I'm glad you're working on the thing. The thing or the thing will do you loud, but regardless, the thing. There is something coming for Arena. We've been hearing rumblings about like maybe like MMR in Arena changes the way it's reworked, and Matt London, the modes design lead, hinting at something big coming for Arena. So I know it's not a lot, but the Arena community needs some love, needs something, and I just want to show that they're talking about something. There's something going on behind the scenes, and Arena will get some love, and I would love to see it. As somebody, you know, Cora's got 7,700 wins. I've got 11,000. This isn't me flexing, by the way. Not at all. I have 11,000. And I would absolutely love to see Arena get some more support. And it looks like that's going to happen. So quick little video kind of updating some major possible changes for multiple modes. And again, I don't think they're going to hint at stuff like this. They basically never do. They never hint at stuff that's not going to happen. So I think there's exciting changes coming for Classic or the rotating format, Wild, as well as Arena. We just don't know quite yet. So have fun speculating in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.